Okie dokie. I think we should be ready to get started in just a moment. But real quick, hello Pokemon, hello Sparksmaker, hello Gideon Year, hello Cogshite, hello Sheeny, nice to see you early. Hello Dropped Frame, hello Meridian, and thank you so much, by the way, for gifting subs, Cogs. It's always appreciated, never necessary, but thank you. Up. And hello Wolf, hello Mobile Armor. Hello, Ready Sadie. Hello, Jove. And I think that's everyone, question mark? If I missed you, I'm so sorry. But yes. So, let's go ahead and get started. So on request, the redeem was Pokemon pack, so I will open a pack of Pokemon first, as is tradition. Or, well, not as is tradition, but I guess tradition as is. Wait, what? Oh yeah. So, dude, I keep starting stream or nearly starting stream by like cutting my finger, and I'm not sure if that is like a normal occurrence, but like okay, when I got this out of the 3D printer, unfortunately I like slipped some metal slash plastic underneath my nail, and it like, you know, kind of hurt a little. By kind of hurt a little with blood. But anyways, let's go ahead and get this open. Okay. Anyways, pack of cards. Slightly further out, maybe. Okay. Okay. Nuzleaf. Oh, I actually like Nuzleaf. He's a cutie. Sandslash. I also like Sandslash. Wait, is this actually a goated pack? Arba. I love Arba. Okay, Solrock. Dude, I haven't gotten anything in these packs, by the way. Shiftry. Magneton. An Ultra Ball. I think that's actually usable. A Makuhita. Complain and you shall receive, guys. Complain and you shall receive. Remember that. If you complain, you will receive something. Okay, yeah. So we got like a... I'm not sure if that's worth anything. But yeah, hold on. Let me read it. I could probably tell you if... Yeah, this is busted. Yeah, because it's a basic, right? Yeah, that's a little busted. I'm not sure if that's a good card or not. But yeah. Okay, anywho, let's move on. Let me just put this over here so I don't damage it. I'll put it in a sleeve later, I promise. Okay. So something that we have to do kind of like early, and I'd rather just get this done and out of the way first, is we need a way to differentiate sides. So what I did was I went out and I found a certain something, and a certain something to help with this task, which is I got a bunch of stickers. I got a bunch of like sticker gem things. So I need to put this on. Quick high five. There, wait. But yes. How's it going, Husk? Welcome in. Also, hello, Alex. Anyways, let's go ahead and get this guy, darn faster than I expected. That's okay. I'm pretty quick on the uptake. Oh, dude. Also, so anyways, I'm just going to like put one on each individual side, and we'll see how it goes from there. But yeah, guys, I'm in such a good mood today. Like, unironically, I'm in such a good mood today. I finally, or well, not finally, I get challenging work all the time. But dude, I get to do some challenging, fun work, and I love doing challenging, fun work, so I'm very excited. Like, a new task that I'm doing, it's a good day. Also, these are not going to be center. Mechanical engineers can hate me more. Oh, but to appease our mechanical engineers, I did do a, we did 3D print the ones with holes in them. So I printed an entire new set off stream. Never hate, just disappointed. Just like my dad. Anyways, I'm joking. My dad's proud of me, I hope. Anywho. Let's get this guy attached. Hydration check, I will. Thank you. Seethe Writhe, my favorite condiments on a Rage Witch. Evening, folks. If he isn't, I am. Well, thank you. Anyways, so we're having chamomile, or not chamomile. This is Earl Grey tea. Absolutely delicious. Oh wait, guys. I would like us, if you guys have like 2 seconds. If you guys have 2 seconds, and on the off chance that you aren't already, okay. So Sparks Maker is super close to getting a community Discord if they get just 2 more followers. So if you could do that, if anyone could please follow him, I would appreciate it. Yeah. No, that's valid, Cogs. Anyways, all right. Excellent. All right, and now it's on you. So yeah, I'm in a really good mood today. I'm really happy. I got to do fun work today. I got home. I got to work out. I got to do some cardio. I watched anime. You know, I got to do all the fun stuff. So yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. So each one of these gyms are different colors. So we should be able to differentiate them. Or does your dad know you don't know your address? Also, thank you so much for following the Dandy Man Can. That's also a nice name. That's a nice name. I hope you have a good time while you're here. Wait, does he know? I mean, okay, dude, my dad is a gamer. I think I've said this before. On a scale of Ben Stein to PBS children's shows, how happy are you? PBS children's shows out of 10. Wonder Pets out of 10. I'm feeling Wonder Pets out of 10 right now. Okay, I'm just gonna flip this guy over. And also, please let me know if the volume is too loud or not loud enough, and I will be sure to adjust it. But yeah, so as I was saying, I wanted to play video games. Now I need to make a Discord. Too bad. Cyber Chase out of 10. So I just watch. Uh-oh, that's a bad stick. That's a little too far off even for me. Hold on. Calculating happiness levels. Yeah, Wonder Pets out of 10. I believe Wonder Pets is a PBS show. Oh my gosh, this is so off-center. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. Okay. Also, another thing that we are going to have to do, is I only have 7 colors of gems. So unfortunately, we are going to have to... Hello, Merp. Welcome in. I only have 7 colors of gems, so we are going to have to figure out some creative solutions. Why are the redeems always on cooldown? Maybe I'm getting ahead of the thing, but how will you detect the outcome of what the spin is? Okay, so what it's going to be is that it's going to randomly generate instructions just like a normal... I'm pretty sure just like a normal slot machine. It actually doesn't look... Or I would have a very hard time believing it doesn't. But it already knows what you're going to spin by the time it's spinning and by the time it stops. So if we make the micro steps a certain amount of numbers and then have it only go around a certain number of times, we should be able to detect it pretty easily. And then also we need like a jackpot. What's your guys'... We need like a jackpot and then a nothing. So I'm just gonna like put like 3 gems in a row for jackpot. Don't mind me. Got an Ori sticker for a jackpot? No. I do not. These gyms are too big. Okay. That's my own fault. That's my own fault. Okay. We are Gouda. I will mind you think very much. No dates. Dude, I don't want to know how many years it's been since I've gone on a date. It's certainly several. It's certainly too many. But that's okay. That is okay. So yeah, let's see. What else has been going on? Okay. So we'll just do like 3 stones for the little jackpot, I guess. And then nothing will be a dud. Your model has a hand injury. Does your company provide insurance for that kind of stuff? Oh, congrats, Brink on 50, and congrats, Ty on 45. I forgot to say that. Thank you so much. Hold on. The slot machine knows what it is, what it spends at all times. It knows this because it knows what it doesn't spend. By subtracting what it doesn't spend from what it does, you can gain the Gamba coefficient. Ah, that is a reference to the missile knows where it is at all times. It knows this because it knows where it is, and by subtracting the geometric sum from where... Anyways, I don't need to go off on a tangent. You're a tangent. Okay. Who needs dates when you have technology? I guess. Pop off king. Also, posture is good. Thank you, Balthazar. I appreciate it. Also, hello, Balthazar. Hope you've been doing well. I think... Well, I mean, hopefully you've been doing well. How many rows count for a match? So I'm not 100% sure what system we're going to go with yet. I was thinking that we let people, or like, there's always a return. Except if you like, I essentially want there to always be a return unless if you like roll to nothing, to encourage people to gamba, like not actually gamba obviously, but gamba with channel points. And then red, green, blue. Okay. Sorry, just a mild case of a stroke. Don't mind me. Okay. All right. So what else? Oh, dude. I'm not sure if you guys saw the last... Are the results uniformly distributed, or do you have a mechanism to make the jackpot more rare? I haven't decided on that yet. I most certainly haven't decided on that yet, Jane. Also, welcome in, Jane. I hope you've been doing well. Dude, I'm in such a good mood today, Jane. I got challenging work to do, and that puts me in a very good mood. So point return on any match, 1.5 back on pair, and like 5x on triple, or jackpot being 10. So what I was thinking was doing either multiplication or a additional coefficient to figure it out. Oh no. Oh my gosh, this is so much trouble. Fiddly problems are always nice for the moon. I know, right? Okay, comes that one. So we need to get that guy. And green. Oh, hello, Justus Flugel? Flugel? Flagellin? Flugel? 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 Flugel. Flum. I don't know how to pronounce your name. I'm so sorry. It's hard for me to pronounce things. It do be just a little hard to pronounce. Alex, help us out here. Just us is fine. Okay, cool. Well, I hope you have a good time while you are here. Just us. What type of stuff? Oh, someone mind explaining what the project is? I'm so sorry, I didn't explain. So we are trying to make a Twitch chat control... Nah, not like... Twitch chat controlled. I guess it is chat controlled, but a chat controlled Gamba. So essentially, whenever you guys spend like channel points, not like actual money because that would be cringe, it's gonna like spin around, and then just like slots. If if it lines up, you'll get a prize. So yeah. Also, good morning, Linted. A very good morning to you. Thank you for throwing a penny at my face. It's appreciated. By that, I mean, please stop throwing pennies at my face. Or don't. I don't know. Gamba, gamba, gamba. Thank you for throwing a penny at my face. Thank you, Jane, for the bits. I appreciate it. It's nice, but never necessary. Oh, wait. Uh-oh. Also, I really should be paying better attention to this, but, can we have infinite, channel points as the jackpot? So the idea... Give me a second. I was thinking if you... Obviously, if you get all 3, I think you deserve VIP. Like, permanent VIP. Because I think that would be funny. Or near permanent VIP. I don't know. Beyond that, I haven't really decided on prizes. We may do whoever can accumulate the most points. The most Gamba points will get VIP, or we could do, again, just roll until someone gets lucky. Also, make sure not to drink. Drinking is bad for you. Can the jackpot be a good boy and a head pat from our host, Monka? No. Anywho, how many sides are there to each wheel? I want to do some stochiatrics. Okay, so... Oh, Discord roll? Yeah, we could do a Discord roll, too. Okay, so... could you do limited time VIP for non-jackpots? We'll have to figure that out. Maybe if you get, like, all 3 of a single color, you could get, like, temp VIP. I think that's fair. Can I bribe you to put on googly eyes? Dude, I saw a googly... I should have gotten it. Okay. Right, so hopefully I did that right while I was talking, but they should all be... They should... Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, no, we're good. We are good. Okay, so they should all be good. Okay. Oh, thank you so much, Sparksmaker, for resubscribing. It is always appreciated, never necessary. For the next 3 streams, Alex is essentially unbannable. Don't worry, I'm not going to ban Alex in the first place. Okay. So, now that we have these guys stuck, let's go ahead and move onwards and upwards. But yeah, again, I'm in a good mood, you know. This is gonna go well. This project's gonna go great. Things are gonna work out. We are gonna do it, okay? We're gonna do our absolute best. I'm gonna take a quick drink of tea. Nothing like a cuppa. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Alright, so where we left off, we were putting in some of the wires. Also, nothing like a cuppa. If you know what that is, you'll also get a prize. Triple blanks gets timed out for 10 minutes. Yes. Slots is in slots machines. Yes, that is the plan. We are making slot machines. Invincible sanity today. I know, right? Dude, again, I'm so excited. Also, hello, watchmakering. Well, I'm still kind of bouncing back from whatever attached to me, so I'm going to kind of edge out in my bed and maybe get 12 hours of sleep. Very nice. I am extremely jealous. Unfortunately, I tend not to get that much sleep. Okay, let's see where we are at. RuneScape? Yes, that is correct, Cogs. Very nicely done. Hello, Arkunzuns. Arkun Zen. Yeah. Hello. Oh yeah, I forgot we don't use libraries here. But yes, Cogs, you got the reference. Good job. +1 internet points for Cogs, right? Triple blanks gets timed out for 10 minutes. Oh my gosh. That does seem a bit harsh, but fair. Why do I feel like I'm missing one? Did a hype train just start several minutes after throwing pennies? I suppose so. Don't make up new rules. She doesn't have the same option. She does do libraries. What? What? I'm a little confused. Oh, hello, Marp. I figured out last night that I can essentially do complex functions in my sleep. Nice. Must reserve... Yeah, don't do that. Okie dokie. Let us get this good. If a jackpot gets permanent VIP, a bus should get banned 10 minutes out for no match. How about I permanently... Okay. I have an idea. If you... That way you're not that upset either. Okay, so if you land triple blanks, you will get timed out for the rest of stream, but you will get a Discord role. You will get a unique Discord role for being unlucky. Just as there's one for a betrayer, you will get a Discord role. No ban, since that can cause other problems, yeah. Oh yeah, because we have shared... Oh, so that's what I'm getting. Yeah, so, like, either way, keep in mind the odds of you getting a prize, though, is... What is that? 81 times 9? 9, 72, 72, 72, 729. 1 in 729, 2 in 729. Yeah, it should be a 2 in 729-ish chance. So it's going to be a little rare. Okay. I just need to get this guy mounted. Where is our spare? Oh, there's... And again, we soldered these last time. This is just so we have 8 common ground. Funsies. What? Cursed Discord role. Yeah, I think... Is it Gideoneer? Also, Call Me The, thank you so much for following. I hope you have a great time while you're here, and if not, that's okay too. What type of games do you play, if any? Call Me The. That is the question I have for you. For thy, I suppose. Alright. Let's get this bad boy attached. Again, like, tease good. Sorry, I'm still just, like, so hyper and excited. Why did my name get called? I forget if you have the Betrayer title. Don't say World of Warcraft, don't say World of Warcraft. Have you been eating more solder today? No, I haven't had any solder. And luckily, you know, I think I just feel good because, like, you know, I got to work out. Work went good. You know, I've been eating okay. Like, everything. Runix the Betrayer. Thank you. I've been trying to wrap my head around Clark transformations to try to build a field-oriented control motor driver for one of my products, driving some steppers for the last half hour. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Also, we love Warcraft 3 here. That is definitely a game from when I had... I don't know. I miss the heyday of it, though, but, like, Warcraft 3 was cool. Certainly. But yeah, I'm down to talk about pretty much absolutely anything. Hey, this stream's really chill. I really put a Noida. Oh, Gideoneer plays Noida, I believe. I could be incorrect about that, but I believe Gideoneer plays Noida. Yes. Totally not one of the things I remember. I'm not parasocial with chat. You're parasocial with chat. Oh, hello, Rudiger. Welcome in. Oh, hello and good night. Okay. I also play Tell Us About the Noida. Unfortunately, I don't know much about Noida, as I have not played. Not parasocial at all. Okay, seems like quite a few. Um, Rudiger Smoot. Besides, like, the name, honestly, I don't have anything, like, I'm not gonna pull up, like, old chats or anything. I don't have any idea. I'm so sorry. I know you've talked several times. But I don't think you've said anything super identifying, have you? I could be wrong about that. Ori is not parasocial enough. Wait, have you said something? Hey, Ori, can you share the chat member flashcards you make? I feel like I'm overusing my current bits. No, I do not have a set of flashcards. Also, that's okay, Rudiger. I know for a fact I would have complimented your name. I can vouch for her memory. She remembered me as my... Yes, because you, author on Thingy, try and make book Dark Fantasy. Yes. Anywho. Let's see where we're at. Okay, so all three of our stepper drivers now have their grounds and these guys plugged in. What we need to do now is set up. Ori knows a lot about us, but not the other way around. I feel like you guys know a fair amount about me. You guys just don't know my age, my height, or my social security number, I guess. Favorite anime? Claymore. That's literally in my intro. My favorite anime of all time is Claymore. Also Neon Genesis Evangelion. Those are both great. Probably Neon Genesis Evangelion's better, in my opinion. But I like Claymore a lot, too. Alright. I feel like we know the good... I feel like we know all the bad things. We need more good things. What good things would you like to know? Okay. What good things would you like to know? That's hard to say. Hold on. I need more of these, unfortunately. Give me a second. I need to crack open a cold one. By a cold one, some ESPs. Wait, where are all my ESPs? Oh, yeah, they're in the container. 1 second. Okay. So the only thing in my mind is don't mention a thesaurus. Where's my 100 pack of ESPs again? That's not that bad. Oh, I popped off the top of these two. Okay. I'm not sure if these two are gonna work. Give me 1 second. For experimentation, I was kind of like... I popped off the lid on these guys right here, so unfortunately they're exposed, so there's probably a good chance they don't work well. Or could short very easily, so I need to grab one more. Wait, I thought you only did that on one? Oh. Deleted. Yes, I deleted it. You have my family's reading tick. Gets the first letter and uses different but similar words. Don't mention a thesaurus. Wait, I'm confused. What's your opinion on the taste of Loctite? Oh, dude, that means you're a fellow Ellie enjoyer. I have never tried Loctite, luckily. Crayons, on the other hand, taste not great. Okay. So, due to how many GPIOs, you've read Memory as Mind? Oh. Okay. And my favorite ice cream flavor is vanilla, and I also like strawberry. I'm kind of basic. Guys, speaking of, would you guys like just a small story? I believe I've maybe told this once before. It's pretty basic, right? Okay. So back, pizza topping to give to your worst enemy. I don't know. Rats? I honestly don't know. Okay, so the story, and I'm going to go ahead and before I proceed with the story, I'm going to be connecting up the GPIOs into these boards here. We are going to need some male to female cables to accomplish that. Okay. Wasn't there a case study that shows so long as the right? Yes, that is correct. Someone actually mentioned that yesterday. Okay. So as I was saying, way, way, way back in elementary school, little old me, I was in either the 3rd or the 4th grade. And before that point, I had only ever failed a single assignment in my entire life. And we got graded on weird scales. I don't know if you guys have been graded on, like, letter scales. Like, when I say letter scales, you're like, oh, A, B, C, right? No, we got graded on, like, E for excellent, S for satisfactory, I for not great, and N for needs improvement. So, yeah, I know, right? That's quite a skill. Incompetent. I for incompetent? That's the skill I recall. Yes, young child skills. So, it wasn't, how do I want to put this into words? Sorry, I'm trying to think of how to put this into words, or how I would like to put this into words. Okay, so, I made a wager, I guess, for lack of a better word, with my mom. B for aw beans. Yeah, I'm not allowed to get a B. B's were not acceptable. But I made a wager with my mom that if I got all A's on a assignment, or all A's on the quarterly testing, because for some reason they quarterly tested us in mathematics, English, and everything. And it was just like metrics testing. Is A good in the skill? Yes. The side scale was the side tangent was the weird grading scale. But, so essentially if I got a good grade, I would get rewarded, I suppose, with ice cream. And I wanted this brand new custom flavored ice cream that had just came out in grocery stores. And of course it was like it wasn't like super expensive ice cream or whatever, right? But it was something, it was like ice cream plus a candy that I really liked. So I was like, oh my gosh, I have to have this. I absolutely have to have this. So I distinctly remember trying my best with the test and struggling. And again, I was supposed to at least get an A. I got an A in everything else but math. And I got an 88. I got an 88 on the math test, bro. I got an 88 on that math test. I still remember it as clear as day, just like holding it in my hands trembling, me just like foaming at the mouth, just like... And I was so upset about it. And what was worse, and this is what made it worse, okay? If it was just me getting an 88, whatever. But what happened was my mom then was like, oh, you did good enough, honey. Here's your ice cream. There was never anything in my life that has tasted worse than that ice cream, because I didn't deserve it. And I absolutely did not... It was the worst tasting ice cream I've ever had in my life. It was the worst food I've ever had in my life. I've eaten far worse things. I would rather eat crowns. But, like, just because I didn't get an A on that test, and because I didn't earn it, it tasted terrible. And that was my side tangent. Sorry for getting angry. Or angry. Is this what started you down your criminal enterprise? No. Um, what was it? Modern day me would have got foaming that I got a grade that good. It's okay. It was a time for anger. Exactly. Okay. So we got these guys connected on our GPIO pens. Ooh, general purpose input output pens, as they are called. Oh, so does an 88 cause like psychological damage to you, or just unique 6-7 just for you? Neither. Honestly, an 88 is a good number to me, but I thank you for the posture check and the hydration. I'm good, thank you. So it doesn't like cause me any actual damage, but like, dude, I was good at math as again, I was great at math until like calculus was a thing, and then terrible. But I was one of those weird guys who would complain if they got less than 2 points less than full score in math. Yeah, you did good though. You know, maybe I do have a number that I dislike. Maybe I do have a number that I dislike, Jane. Maybe I do have a number I dislike. Maybe it's a certain number. I feel your pain for pity. I was proud in my life to... Yes. Yeah, I'd rather earn my achievements, for lack of a better word. I'd rather taste the fruits of my own labor. IDK why I did that. I just chose violence today. I don't know. You're trying to break my unbreakable mental fortitude. So let's get this guy. So again, same thing. I just need to hook up 3 of these. You did better than me. Again, like, roughly speaking, it's not like 88 was a bad grade. But, yeah. Anywho, number 2. Let's go ahead and get this guy plugged in. Ori starter kit. Yeah, Boulder's trying to speed run their way into the Book of Grudges, but that's never gonna work. Ori sleeper activated. The cracks are forming. What cracks? I don't think we have any cracks. Please let me know. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So for the GPIO, I'm not going to have them in line, but yes, I am cracked. Yes, dude, I am absolutely cracked. Also, you guys wanted to know more about me? There, you guys got more about me. Thank you for throwing 88 bits at my face. I appreciate it. It's nice, but never necessary. And it caused me some psychic damage. Congratulations. Let me roll a 1d4 to determine how much psychic damage I've taken. 2. Anywho. Thanks for more lore. That's okay. If you guys ever want more lore, just let me know. You know that friend slap game with a bomb that's difficult to defuse? Do you think you can make an IRL version? Thank you so much for following Justice Justice Flugel Flagellin. Thank you so much. I could. I definitely could. Yeah, I could make that easily. Keep talking and no one explodes. Do you need an IPA pronunciation? No, I just have problems pronouncing stuff. And certain things, like, trip me up more than others. Who also has a really hard name to pronounce? Oh, Arkanzin. I also can't pronounce their name. That is like an impossible name for me. Anywho. Talyrine? So Talyrine is actually... well, I just shorthand your name to Talyrine because it's a name of a former minister that was relevant in the Napoleonic era. So it's actually pretty easy for me to remember your name that way. I'm not sure if that's, like, an absolutely, like, not a great way of remembering it, but that's how I remember it. People tend to be confused on how to pronounce it. That's fine. But once they decide, they stick to it, yeah. Exactly. Exactly. We're absolutely cracked at this. Alright, can you tell us about... It's a story of a date I went on, bro. It's been too long. It's been too long. It has been too long for me. It's been too long. It's been way too long. Okay, so if you're having problems pronouncing something, we've got to sound it out in terms of Napoleonic figures of interest. That is correct. Thank you. Specifically post-Europe. Be the change you want to see in the world. That's good. Okay. Alright, so that one's set up. We have one more. Just to get connected, and then we should be able to move on to the next portion. Okay. Oh, hey, Bipolar Express. Welcome in. Thank you for following us. I think you followed from the, yes, you followed from the Slab shoutout. Thank you so much. I hope you have a great time while you're here. We also make silly devices. So what we are currently making, we are trying to make a slot machine, a Twitch chat controlled slot machine. You guys will either get VIP or get timed out for the rest of the stream and then get a role in Discord for it. It's been too long. I know I said there is some freedom. Okay, so just need to get this guy in. Give me a moment. Oh, we're also gonna have to write stepper code. I don't like writing stepper code. I'm pretty sure, was it Tallarine or was it Meridian who wrote some stepper code previously? Anywho, just need to get this guy hooked up. Okay, so something that we're also gonna have to figure out is a common voltage rail. I'm thinking that we will probably, or a common voltage rail for the input of these. So we are also going to probably need, so we are also probably going to need to get that parted out. Though I don't think that will take us too long. Though, maybe. Anyways, again, what else? But yeah, the last date I had was too long ago to remember. Too long ago to remember? For a lack of a better word. In what language are you going to program this? I will be programming this in C++ likely. Was it a good, bad, or meh day? I honestly don't remember. Like, if you asked me who I last went on a date with. Oh. I remember now. No. I will not be telling that story. It wasn't, like, particularly bad or good. It has been a, it's been a sus amount of time. But that's okay, you know. I prefer to go for the mad scientist vibes, you know? A sus amount of time. I don't know what a sus amount of time is. Okay, so I think that is that. So again, we are going to need to figure out a solution. We're gonna need to figure out a solution for our voltage, for our microcontrollers. So what I'm probably gonna do is double check this guy. Okay. Yeah, I'm probably going to strip this guy down and then solder some wires onto the end of it, and then we are just gonna use that for power for everything. What steppers are we using? We are using NEMA 17 stepper motors. They were well suggested. Or are these NEMA 21s now? They're 17s. Okay. But yes, so if you want to look up what the part number is on it, you can take a look over there. The part number is 17HS19. And then, hello, Wyatt. Welcome in. I hope you have a great time while you are here. I just kicked myself. Wonderful. I just gave myself a bruise. Yippee. I think I have these exact steppers on my shelf. Yes. Okay. So I am going to strip out these wires, and then we're gonna do some quick soldering. And which means I'm gonna have to remember to turn off my soldering thing after stream. Okay, so I'm just gonna push this to the edge of the table and hope for the best. Hope that's enough room. Okay. Okie dokie. I'll remind you. That's okay. I need to make the sensor that reminds me. I think they're pretty standard in 3D printers. Yes, they are. That or the 21s are standard in 3D printers. Also, Wyatt, what type of games you play, if you don't mind me asking? Ori, how much do we need to bug you to clean your desk? Realistically, almost everything on the desk is from this project. Yeah, everything on this desk right now is from this project, unfortunately. Or is, like, a normal piece. Gotta love the wiring mess. Yeah, you like wiring messes? You like wire... Hold on. We'll give you a quick broad shot. You like wiring messes? I'm something of a wiring mess. Anywho. Dude, you'd be surprised about the stuff that we've made that works with, like, worse wiring than this. I feel like that is one of my ninjas, my ninja way. I'm pretty good at that stuff. I'm pretty good at getting random stuff to work, I would say. That's a-okay. Let us strip this guy down. I believe it's 22 gauge wire. And just a quick reminder, as the gauge goes up, the size gets smaller. I say that and then immediately it backfires. Yippee. Okay. There's still popcorn in the laboratory? I don't think there was any popcorn in that shot, was... There was no popcorn in the shot, right? There's no popcorn, right? There's no popcorn, right? Okay, I wanted slightly longer. So give me a second. That was wedged under the power supply, to be fair. I can't keep defending you like this, alright? That's fine. I've diagnosed some dead boards back in the day, and it was the result of incorrect wiring harness that sent 60... Oh, jeez. Through when I shipped it back, and shipped... Oh. Rip. Anywho. It's okay, guys. It's okay, guys. I'm great at cleaning. We're great at coming up with thingy-ma-boppers. Yeah. Tasty? Yeah, exactly. Tasty popcorn. Okay, there we go. That should be enough wire to do some soldering. Give me a second. I'm just going to turn on the station, which means I need to put this back and this forward. Guess who EMP'd their USB controller? Yippee. Okay, sorry about that. Apologies, I just EMP'd my USB controller. This reminds me of watching students make things in classes I TA'd back in college. Wait, what did you TA for, if you don't mind me asking? Unfortunately, I did do a small EMP. That happens, you know, that tends to happen. Where's the lab coat? I'm wearing it? Like, what do you mean? Like, I'm wearing the lab coat? I always wear the lab coat. And also, let me take a quick drink of water. Jack zocht ik Fortnite und drink cola, yippie. Weird looking water. Wait, was that water? Did I say I was drinking water? Apologies, my mind's kind of going, yeah, every stream is a cosplay here. I TA'd an intro to electrical engineering lab. I major with a double major in electrical and computer engineering. Very nice. Very nice. My major is in, or was in, it is in, um, biomedical engineering, which is basically electrical engineering, but for the human body. Um, and, you know, that's known for its high levels of precision. Anywho. Oh, and we're just going to attach it to 22 gauge wire because that will be the easiest, or 18 gauge wire. So I just have some solid core wire that we're going to attach it to. All right. Oh, thank you so much, Ty. Also, it looks like I didn't get resub notices and mod views. I may need to, something is still broken with that. My major is in aerospace engineering and a specialization in nuclear jet propulsion. Okay, so you're way smarter than like everyone here. Okay. Okay. And also, so you double majored in electrical and computer engineering. You need to get some automatic wire strippers. Wait, there's automatic wire strippers? I vote Cogs as smartest. Yes, I vote Cogs as smartest. Guys. Are we voting Cogs as the smartest? Yes, I have a pair. Yes, I have a pair. Wait, there's automatic ones? Guys, I feel like this is one of my downfalls as an engineer. You can't know what you can't know. No? I'll send you a picture later. Okay. So that's how Cogs can afford all the subs, yeah. My major was in backyard mechanical engineering. Very interesting. Yeah, the wire are pretty poggers. I should get a set. I don't know. I mean, I've had multiple issues with it before in the past, but I feel pretty comfy with them now. Alright. Alright. So, soldering iron's heating up. And again, we're just soldering the battery pack. Yeah. 4 AAAs should be 6 volts. Slightly over 6 volts, which is fine. I like how... I think every tech tuber... I mean, kind of, yeah. You need to get some really good quality ones and adjust the wire size for stripping pretty well, IMO. Yeah, the problem is I do use quite a bit of different gauge wire, so I am slightly worried about that. I'm still a student in mechanical engineering, and sometimes I feel underqualified here at times. Don't worry, there is no requirements here. Don't worry, the system engineers can't hurt us, because we have no requirements. Dude, if a system engineer saw this, I'm so sorry, guys. Is there anyone who's a system engineer? Hold on, pipe cutter check. Okay, that should be good enough. Okay. What's a systems engineer? Don't worry about it. They can't hurt you. Systems engineering is something you don't go to school for. Okay. I interned as a systems engineer. Very nice. Personally, I have a Wagyu quick strap Vario. Huh. Okay. So anyways, just need to solder this guy together. It shouldn't be too hard. AKA sysadmin. No, it's something that's actually important. Like, they write requirements to make sure things work as expected, but they just cause more work for everyone else and everyone dislikes them. I mean, I'm joking, of course. We love system engineers. If there are any out there, I'm so sorry. Please don't flame me for not being one. Okay, there we go. Oh, something like test design engineer? Yeah, similar. Okay. Not the best job, but that will do. Give me just a sec. Also, so someone double majored in comp sci and electrical. Very interesting. Okay. People who have opinions on it. What's your opinion of KiCad? Are you guys big into it or no? Can confirm this is why Ori hates me. I don't hate anyone, okay? There's only again, I've only ever had to ban one person. I like KaiCad. Yeah, KaiCad's nice. KaiCad's good. Y'all are goated. Y'all are goated with the sauce. Um, wait, Wyatt, aren't you the dual major? You are the dual major. So do you use, what's the other options? Do you use Altium then? Eagle. Oh yeah, Eagle's, okay, dude. If you're using Eagle, you may be older than me. You may be older than 384 years if you are still using Eagle. Because that is definitely for... I'm sorry, guys. 07, yeah. I have some Altium. I did some Altium in college. Yeah, I also did some Altium in college. Some board design, fusion exports. I used it a few times, but I use KiCad currently. Yeah, I've pretty much swapped over. Why are we using electrical tape and not heat shrink tubing? Because the last time that we used heat shrink tubing, we had a very, 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 very bad time. The Great Fire, yeah. The Great Fire. They are new here, I think. But yeah. Yes. That's okay. It was only... Oh, Justice, are you a, do you watch other VTubers as well? Okay, it's not my fault. Okay, you guys said, set it on fire. You guys said, like, set it on fire. So I set it on fire. One of your new... Monka. We did not put the fire near... We did not. Oh my gosh, you guys are telling lies. You guys are telling lies on the internet. Okay, they're gonna get you for telling lies on the internet, guys. They are going to hunt you down, find you, and then force you to wash your mouth out with soap because you lied on the internet. We would never lie. Good for you. Let the chat log show we didn't. Streamers trying to gaslight us. I would never gaslight you guys. Except for the times I've gaslit you guys. Maybe I'd make a gaslighter. Dear Lorsh, what are Yins making the streamer do here? No. Yeah, like, it was just a lighter. Wait, where is my lighter? I had a lighter, but it's not on the desk right now, I guess. Oh, there it is. Yeah, so I just, like, essentially, like, turned this on with the thing, and then it caught the heat shrink on fire, because I didn't know you were supposed to move it back and forth whenever you apply the heat shrink. So I just, like, left it there, and it caught on fire. So that's what happened. She put the heat shrink in the fire. Yeah! Guys, it's heat shrink. How was I supposed to know if you apply heat, it doesn't do what it advertises? Or it does. Just use a hot air station. I do not. Can you demonstrate the fire? No, I'll pass. Yeah, heat shrink, not fire shrink. I see you're already fitting in great, Wyatt. I see you're already fitting in great, buddy. Also, you used the wrong size heat shrink, that is true. She has it so close because she smokes. Do we have a clip? Yeah, there's a clip on YouTube. If anyone could link that, I'd be appreciative. Dude, that's gonna make me... Wait, but they're new! They're gonna... Dude, wait, they don't know I'm dumb yet. Guys, they don't know I'm dumb yet. Well, it was nice, like... I believe the Twitch clip is not like that. They should learn young. Yeah, apparently. It's alright, we all gotta start somewhere. Thanks. I'll have you know, I'm a qualified engineer, okay? I'm, in fact, the best VTuber hybrid human engineer this side of the Mississippi. We'll eventually figure it out anyways. I'm also new here and I've already figured that out. It's okay, that's okay. Life gets better, 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 life gets better. Okay. I think we need a Twitch Clips channel in Discord. We definitely should. I'm joking, you're way smarter than I'll ever be. Yeah, no. Negatory. The Great Fire, I think that's a tiny bit much for a tiny fire. Yeah. Are you okay with me adding that to the channel right now? Yeah, go for it. Ty, I'm okay with you doing whatever you want within reason. And that is definitely within reason. The fact that you watched it burn for so long. I thought it was supposed to do that. I thought, like, oh, you set it on fire, and then it... And then... And then it works. It's okay. We're okay. I'm just attaching some wires. We are just soldering right now. I'm soldering the battery pack that we're gonna have to share. Honestly, I don't think we're going to need to use a perforated board for this power distribution. Oh wait, also, there was something I wanted to do. We need to get you an Aten SD... An Aten SD? What is that? Okay, let's get this guy soldered. Oh my gosh, I've been yapping too much, man. Okay. Hot air station? Oh, the problem is desk real estate. I'm pretty low in desk real estate. I already have a nice soldering. Soldering station. I actually have a very nice soldering station, unironically. I would say I have a professional level soldering station. Do I use it like a professional? No. But, you know. Okay, there we go. I have the popcorn fire one. Wait, just hot air? That's okay. Anyways. Yeah, that'll be fine. I love... So, Wyatt, you know, I too also have a Weller 1010 NA. Okay, guys, you can't just leave me just setting a fire, man. Dude, I'm getting farmed. I'm getting farmed by my chat. I think... Is that farmed by chat? I still don't know, but maybe. Okay, that should work. Let's go ahead and wrap this guy up. What is this chaos? We are making chat-controlled popcorn. It was chat-controlled popcorn machine. It was a chat-controlled popcorn machine. I think it worked pretty well. I think it worked pretty darn well. The streamer can clip farm and the clippers can clip farm. IDK what chat can do. Dude, there's not a single clipper... Or wait. Wait. Did you tell us what happened to your finger this time? What do you mean this time? You needed a lid or something? I had a fire extinguisher that I didn't use. Which I definitely shouldn't have used, by the way. At Staz. I don't think Staz is here, dude. We farm you for engagement, you farm us for... What? Them's the rules. Okay. Them's the breaks. Alright, let's go ahead and get this guy together. And we should be good. Oh, yeah, so the finger thing, I just was getting something out of the 3D printer, and unfortunately I got some metal underneath my finger, and it stabbed in, and then it started bleeding, and, you know. The huge. The huge. Staz is about to gift you a sub to prove you wrong. No, they aren't. There's zero chance. There's absolutely zero chance of that. OM the clip. Oh man. Okay. It's okay. I actually sent someone... I sent Ty a Monka because I managed to, like... Okay, so... This is awkward, man. I managed to slightly... By slightly severely bruise myself and then cut myself before stream on accident. Because I ran into my exercise bike as well. But we don't talk about that. It can't hurt us. Where are my spare double A's? Okay. I think we need to overcome the heat shrink phobia. Also, important question, what's your favorite programming language? C or C++? I used to say MATLAB, but luckily I have gotten slightly less brain damaged. And also, anyone who says Rust, they're just... Rust are just the people... Okay. Hold on. Okay. So people who say Rust right now, hear me out. I guarantee you they were saying the same thing about Ruby. They were saying the same thing about Python. They were saying the same thing about every language. But you know what language is always going to be for you? And always going to be there? It's going to be C and C++, buddy. That is the language. Okay? Not Rust, not Ruby on Rails, not whatever we need, or COBOL, or JavaScript, TypeScript, C hashtag, what is that? No. C and C++. Okay? Okay? You guys understand? Okay. Love Rust. So we're switching to Rust. No, we're not gonna do... What about assembly? Assembly's also a thing. Yeah, rant over. Opinions on Rust now being in the Linux kernel. Okay, so is it on the main Linux kernel or the side Linux kernel? You should program and see if you, like, see that much. I mean, I could... I mean, it's kinda... I always avoid C hashtag. Me too, buddy. Me too. I hate C #. It's in the main kernel. Wait, it's on the main branch now? There's no way they put it on main branch. Did they actually put it on the main kernel? It is? Oh my gosh, they did? I thought there was, like, a huge controversy about that. Nothing like saying it wrong than C #. Switching to the GNU herd kernel. Okay, so we just need to test this guy real quick. Give me a second. There's a huge controversy and Linus had to get involved, IRC. If I... C#. I know it's C#. That's the joke. That's the joke. I did C hashtag. I did C #. I did... like... You know, that was the joke. It's okay. I miss... this is, you know, my jokes don't land. That's okay. We're not good at landing the jokes. That's okay. You know, because we're good at landing something. I don't like languages with a runtime. That's fine. Really? I thought it was C waffle. It's C tic-tac-toe, bro. It's C tic-tac-toe. Okay. Anyways, let me just make sure that I can power up a microcontroller with this. Anything shall do. I need a male to female for this. Okay, let's go ahead and get this guy connected. Inserts waffle falling over me. Oh, I love that. That's my life, is just like waffle falling over. Okay. Okay. So, if this power is on, it should just be like blue in the top corner here. Like this LED should turn blue. So pretty straightforward. If I could plug it in, that would be great. Alright. Playing with an ESP? Yes, we are playing with many ESPs. My boss is making me do e-learning so I can go to school at the end of the month. I wanted to sleep. That's rough, buddy. Yes, we are using an ESP. ESP8266, our favorite. The best microcontroller. The best microcontroller, actually. The best microcontroller. Also, I need a quick minute, so give me just a second. I'll be right back. Just gonna zoom in. ESP32 is wrong. Chat, hit him with the hammer. Hit him with the hammer. Okay, back. Wait, what did Ty show? Nah, I'm Camp 32. No. You are not. Someone has mentioned that microcontroller before in chat. Wyatt. I am not overly familiar with it. Hold on, let me see if I recognize it. Because the only other microcontrollers that I really have used is like the MSP series. Oh, this is a Raspberry Pi. Disgusting. This is disgusting. Okay. It's a Pi Pico. Ty should get the mod hammer badge for banning chatters. No. I think Art P2040 is what Adafruit is using to replace Teensy. Maybe. Okay, so is the library support, though, for it good? Because I'm not sure if the library support for... Because, like, say what you will about the ESP8266 being out of, like, out of support and, like, out of, like, vulnerabilities or whatever it is. There's a lot of libraries for it that's very easy to yoink into. Anywho, so... PowerWorks, what we need to do next is, where are we? Hold on. Are we done with soldering? I believe we are. I'm going to turn this off. Hopefully it doesn't EMP the system. Woohoo, it didn't. Very nice. Okay. Okay. Alright. What do I need to do next? Going to lurk because I actually have to read. That's okay. Will you teach me how to read someday? I hope you guys teach me how to read. I'd be very appreciative. Does the ESP32 and 8266 share libraries? Kind of, but not really. Yes. I mean, yes in the fact that, like, of course they can compile, but, like... Nein sprechen Sie Deutsch. Sprechen Sie Deutsch. Nein. Sorry, Ori. Lost cause on that one. That's okay. Just open a science paper and you will know how to read. Wait, is that true? Side area, is that true? I'm joking. I hope Sai's sleeping. Surely she is. Okay. Where did that sudden German come from? Someone, mein Deutsch ist scheiße. I don't speak German either. It's okay. Mine is also bad. Let's go ahead and get these guys. Wait, is something wrong, Alex? Alex, how bad is my German? Swearing in German now, are we? Wait, I swore? Oh no. I'm so sorry. I did not mean to swear in German. Please forgive my French. Apologies. Nothing too bad, though. It's okay. Your father smells of elderberries. And your mom is a guinea pig. Something, something, something. Okay. I thought that word ended with a... Well, you get one swear word. I get one swear word a stream, though I rarely swear. I try my best not to. I think swearing is cringe. Also, dude, hear me out. Like, if you don't swear, and then you just swear out of nowhere, that's how you know people will take you seriously. Because if you're like, oh man, heck, doodle, Fudgy the whale, or whatever, and then if you just like actually go cursing, like people will know you're serious. People will know that you are serious. Also, let me turn off woofs. Sorry, soldering station EMP'd again. Man, you hate to see it happen. I do not speak French. Parlez-vous le français? Je n'appelle... Ori. Except I hit my finger. Okay. Also, I just want to say that the, like, drilled holes fit better than the ones that are printed that way. I just want to let you guys know that mon France is très mal, very, very bad. No, it's not very, very bad. Don't worry about that. Though I wish I spoke any other language. I know that's Japanese, but I can't read more complex thingies. Because you needed to adjust for measure and adjust for tolerance. Oh, okay. Any? I think I've gone over this. I think I've gone over this before. They studied Japanese? No, I did not study Japanese. I just... I didn't study Japanese. I've just watched a lot of it. Anime. Anyways, we have our stepper motors here that are going to serve as our slots. It's funny at work, currently employed while trying to get me into the engineer, trying to get me to swear all the time. No, I mean what they said is, oh, okay. I see. Sorry, I'm kind of liking spinning the shiny thing, shiny object. But if you are currently tuning in, what we are working on, is we are trying to get a Twitch chat controlled slot machine. So we have our little slots here. We are going to spin this guy around, and essentially it's going to land on something, and then it's just slots. So, should work. We have some wiring that we need to finish. A very small amount of wiring. Wait, who's the moderator on this chat? I thought it was only Ori. Yeah, it turns out that a certain someone was promoted. How are you going to connect the middle one without a huge stepper in between? Dude, Justice, you're pretty quick on the uptake, huh? Yeah, I'm just gonna, like, kind of put them farther apart. I'll deal. We'll deal with it. It doesn't have to be, right, super efficient. Have you tested how fast steppers would go? My experience for this driving proved to be too slow. They are most certainly fast enough for slots. I'm not worried about it for slots. Could you do a gear offset to... Could you do a gear set to offset the motors to get them closer? I could have. However, comma. I kind of operate... I kind of operate on the, what's the word? I kind of operate on the word thing. I go with the first solution that I think of, and I purposely do not look up things, unless I absolutely have to. So that's how we end up with really bespoke solutions for things occasionally, is because, you know, we'll just do it, like, for lack of a better word, like, inefficiently. Not, like, necessarily purposely inefficiently, but, like, I don't know. It gives you the opportunity of finding new solutions to complex problems. We are building, insert technical word here. Yeah, we are building suffering. Okay. I kind of want to put something on top of these. I really want to put something on top of these. But I really shouldn't. Okay. Anywho. So, guys are plugged in. What we need to figure out is the last bit, which is our 9 volts. Are you just going to rely on the bearings and the steppings, or are you going to add bearings to the wheels themselves? Oh, bearings on the steppers. These guys aren't heavy at all. It should have absolutely no issue. We don't have to worry about that type of stuff, I don't believe. Though we shall see. Also, hello, Random Logic 0101. You came up in conversation a few days ago, and I forgot the reason why. Right. So, this is the solution that we are probably going to have to go with. So, if we see here, the TA of an introduction engineering class in me is screaming a little. Wait, why? Like, of course you can say engineers, like, the entire purpose of being an engineer is making simple solutions to complex problems, right? But, hear me out, complex solutions to, simple problems. Okay. So, yeah, this is what we are going to use for our power distribution. I think I'll need one additional guy slotted in for this. Yeah, I'm gonna need one more additional slot. I'm actually debating if this is the right... Hey, I over-engineer a lot. If I do, I can make projects millions more expensive. Exactly. Because I'm making a new D&D world, it's gonna be a big collab and your name was suggested to be in it. I'm pretty sure other players are like, I'm in, if Ori is in, yeah, that's pretty sure it. Oh, yes. Bro, I don't have time. Anywho. Hold on, I'm thinking. So we need to have a shared ground. We have to have a shared ground. And the shared grounds are gonna have to go in this guy. Are you gonna design an integrated PCP for this, or is this just gonna be an eternal prototype? We only do prototypes. Yeah, I generally try to make projects quickly. Again, like, the vibes that I try to go for here is we are on, like, a hackathon schedule, right? We're trying to get stuff done. We're mainlining Mountain Dew and Doritos at 2 a.m. trying to desperately get something in front of the judges before we get disqualified. So that's the vibes that I try to bring, for a lack of a better word. Anything past prototype is not poggers. Also, hello, Topocato. Good to see you. It must be Wednesday. Those are the best vibes. Yeesh. 1 second. I, unfortunately, am gonna need a certain tool to help me out here. Okay, so I need to think. The issue that we're going to have... So perf board and breadboard it is, yes. Yes. Perf board and breadboard it is. That is the plan. Okay. Got this, no problem. So I'm probably just gonna cut this guy... Where am I gonna cut this guy? I'm a custom PCB guy. Oh, just wait, Justice. You're about to see something great. Guys, don't tell him. Don't tell him. Anyways, so... I'm probably gonna leave, like, 5 lanes open. Let's see. Okay. Alright, let's get this. Need to cut this guy. Okay. Just gonna cut this guy. Probably at T. I love the process of going from breadboards to perf boards to PCB on a number of projects. That's true. Let us get it. Okay, that should be right. How's that looking? Maybe not. Maybe not. Not a good cut. We'll go for another. I was about to say I have not used... Okay, how would you cut it, though? So my question for you is, how are you going to cut it if you're not using, like... Hold on. Okay, that will do. How are you going to cut it if you don't use pipe cutters, you know? Score it with a knife, then break it on the table. Oh, look at you guys with the normal methods. Score and snap. Yeah, y'all are normal. Or Dremel. I don't have a Dremel. Mostly because safety concerns. Okay. Okay. I love how we are condensing several months of streams today. What? Wait, what do you mean condensing? Also, I do want to say, I do know how to do stuff properly. I promise. I promise, guys. Like, I think I've stated this before, but part of the reason why I do this, part of the reason I do this is, like, the work that I normally do is extremely precise, and I have to be very careful with it, and I have to do it perfectly. Or, not like I have to do it perfectly, but I am, like, someone who's a perfectionist, so this is, like, where I cannot be a perfectionist. And that's why I love this hobby. Anywho. So, we got this guy. Let's go ahead and turn back on the solder. Why did I turn it off? Okay. So, the main issue, and the issue... The only thing that's really on my mind, and the only possible technical blocker here, is if we take a look at these steppers. If we take a look at these steppers, you'll see the VCC down in the bottom here. These are anywhere from 9 to 42 volts, I believe, but we'll put it at 12 volts. So the issue here is the following. These guys pull a lot of amperage. More amperage than a normal power supply can usually not more amperage than a normal power supply can handle, but when you run these guys on multiple, you can rapidly approach how much you can pull. So I need to be a bit careful with it. Actually, I might actually use a different... Hold on. I might cannibalize a better part. Okay, I think I'm going to cannibalize a better part, guys. Okay. I hate cannibalizing a good, like... Does your power supply have overcurrent protection? Overcurrent's not the issue, it just isn't able to get enough. I really don't want to get rid of the shield. It's a nice little shield. That's okay. Okay, so I'm worried about my solder job not being good enough here, so I am unfortunately going to have to use rails. I'm going to just, like, cut this part out and just cannibalize that. That is the plan. And then we'll just use the rail up here. Yeah, so apologies to this board, but I would say your solder job will do just fine. Yeah. I don't know. I've had issues before with it, man. Worried about a solder job, then using 22 high amps need big rails. What kind of amps are we talking here? We are talking... Hold on. Huh? We are talking about 18 gauge wire, and we are talking about at approximately... how much... Sorry. We're talking about approximately... Like, it's not high amperage. It's only, like, pulling, like, 24 watts or something. Oh, so not hundreds of amps. Yeah. All good? Yeah, I'm fine. Alright, it worked as expected. It was just a little violent. It just, like, kind of explosively decompressed. So, apologies. I'm gonna sand this guy down ever so slightly so I don't get cut on it. And then we'll solder that bit together. Okay. What are we doing with life? What are we doing with life? I just live. I just live, eat ice cream, disappointed. How far did that piece fly? About 6 feet. Actually, yeah, about 6 feet. I feel like that's not gritty enough. I'll do. Ice cream sounds like a good life. Dude, I'm glad you have eye pro. Yeah, I have glasses on. Like, realistically, I have glasses on. I'm not super worried about eye pro for, like, non-splashing liquids. Or solids. Because, like, for something to hit me in the eye, it would have to go, like, over my glasses and arc like an arrow, I guess. Anywho, I just need to share this guy a little. I only get poly lenses for my glasses. Polycarbonate? Yeah. I've had a pair of polycoated glasses save me from exploding that while grinding. Nice. I've had glasses since 2nd grade. Dude, I'm sorry. That's rough. Let's see, when did I get glasses? 6th grade, I think? And I probably needed glasses way sooner. I just kept sitting at the front of classes because I'm kind of a loser. Anyways. Also, before I forget, power that. Okay, so I am gonna need to solder this guy, and the reason why I'm using this in the first place, so if you take a look at this guy, so in the middle lanes, or middle parts here, in the middle parts here, you'll see that the pins are internally connected with the metal there, so I'm not going to have to make a very bad, like, I'm not going to have to make a big solder bridge that will just add resistance. Because I need this as good as possible. Okay. Vapor deposition, like sputtering. Oh, dude, I love sputtering. Sputtering's so cool. Anywho, number 2. Okay, so this has to go back on. This has to go here. And then we're going to need 3 male cables. Ideally, DuPont. Actually, no, we need male to female for this. And then we need something to indicate there, definitely voltages. Let's go lithography. Yeah, lithography is super cool. Okie dokie. No, we were 2 undergrads working. Oh my gosh. Why were you... You shouldn't have been putting yourself in that much risk in the first place is something I'd say, but... You do you. Hello? Okay. Yeah, you should not play around high voltage and high amperage at the same time. That's bad things. Them's the breaks. Okay. I need helping hands. Do I have a better option? No, helping hands is the way to go here. Sparks, I have a question for you. Very quickly, I have a question for you, Sparks, if you don't mind me asking, because it is a technical question. When you are soldering header pins, do you poke as much possible through the hole and then solder the bottom part of it? Or do you barely do enough to make just a normal size solder joint? Yeah, it's just a matter of answering, right? Not that that hugely matters. Just wanted your opinion, your onion, if you will. I go all the way through. The part should be flush with the board. That's the plastic. Okay. Cool. Okay, let's just get this guy attached. Preheat it. Apply a bit of solder. Okay. A bit heavy, but that should be fine. If you need it, you can always trim the lead off the back of the side of the board. Yeah, that's true. The leg should be snipped down to no more than... Oh, yeah, I'll just snip the leg. Thank you. See, Sparks, that's why they pay you the big bucks, and they don't pay me. What soldering iron do you have? Do you have one with the heater directly attached to the chip? I have a Weller 1010NA, I believe, is the model number. It is, in my opinion, the best soldering station that I've used. And I know some Hako fans are gonna, like, ride me about that or, like, get angry, but, like, I mean, seethe harder. Whoops. Okay. That's the same soldering iron I have. I know, isn't it great? Isn't it great, Wyatt? I think this is basically, does three-phase even have a ground? Got it my freshman year of college. Nice. I wish I wish I would have had the opportunity to, like, do this type of stuff in college, but unfortunately I did not, and I need to replace my camera battery. 1 second. Womp womp. One day, I'll figure out a powering solution for that. Twitch counts as a retirement and pension. I'm so happy I pushed you to getting the Weller. It's a great iron. Dude, I know, right? Also, the, what was the other one I got? I got a fairly nice one before that I unfortunately did not like. But this one has been nothing but great to me. Even though I'm mistreating it right now. That's okay. She'll never leave me. Okay. I guess I'm okay getting paid pennies to solder. Big same, buddy. Big same. You mean the red-handled Weller? Yes, the Weller station. The first Weller station I got was just not good enough. Like, that one was just not good enough. Like, honestly, the one that I got for, not, like, free, but with, like, you know, that came with its own heat shrink. You know, one of the cheap, like, stations. Felt like that guy treated me better. Honest to gosh, I thought that red-handled Weller was for... It's for wood burning? Dude, I'm gonna feel so bad if it's for wood burning and it's just like, man, this thing's so bad. Why is it so bad? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I had a soldering tip on it. It's just bad, yeah. Oh, the other thing I've been tempted to get, but that's like 4,500, so I can't really justify it. Dude, I kind of want to get a Fluke multimeter. I think I've said this before, but I kind of want to get a Fluke multimeter, you know, just as a little treat to me. Just a little treat for me. Okay, there we go. Oh. Do it, it's the last multimeter you'll ever need. I'm afraid of bricking it, though. Do it. How much does an intro Fluke even cost? Okay, that looks fine to me. $200-ish? Oh, okay. Old school Avo meter for the win. Gamba to double your money and get one. No. But yeah, I don't recommend the cheap ones. Okay. Also, hello, Spooky One. Ooh, that's not a acceptable joint. Hold on. That's a very unacceptable joint to me. 1 second, I need to actually make this better. That is going to bug me if I don't. Still not good. Okay, there we go. Yeah, the 201 says true RMS. Okay. And again, the idea is just to have a common power. I could clean this with a brush. Sparks, what if this entire time I had brushes, I just didn't tell you because I don't want to have to acid brush? You wouldn't be mad at me, right? He wouldn't be mad if I had, you wouldn't be mad, right? You would never be mad, right? He would never. He would never be mad, right? You wouldn't get mad at me, right? You wouldn't get mad at me, right? 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 I'm gonna need you to say yes. Please put your thumb over those before snipping. I also need one more, is what I just realized. Did you do something... Did you do something worth being disappointed in? No, I won't get mad over the acid brush. Hold on, I need to solder one more. Because I actually need the one that's connected to the supply, and that is going to be a male-to-male, though. I'll just make my own. Sparks is very patient and understanding. Okay, yeah, so, dude, I was looking, like, we were good, we were good. We were calm, okay? I've never used an acid brush on any of my projects. That's okay, me neither, buddy. Me neither. We go for just like acceptable, okay? We go for acceptable. I won't get mad over the acid brushes. That's good. Maybe ISP would send it out to someone else? Don't know. Anyways, oh, I forgot to mention, or I think there may have been some slight misconception. This is 18 gauge wire. This is 18 gauge solid core wire. The 22 gauge wire was from the battery pack itself, which won't be experiencing a high amperage, so it should be fine. Also, hello, Wacky Brain, welcome in. Dude, I'm in such a good mood today. What do you guys want to talk about? What's the worst thing? What could most definitely get on? Okay, I'll be fine. That's not breaking TOS up. TOS? Yes, that's correct. I do not want to break TOS. Thank you, though. And say so. Yeah, I am a say so streamer. Again, I've said this, but I think I feel like I'm a very say so streamer. And not just if I say so, I feel like I'm legitimately say so. Except for the one time that I'll be evil. One day, you guys are just gonna see me, like, accidentally... You guys are gonna see me, like, accidentally, leave my stream on, and I'm gonna, like, disappear for, like, 5 minutes, come back, and like, oh, Ori, your stream's still on. And then I'm just gonna be cursing up a storm in the background. I'll be, like, mainlining, I don't know, stuff. Yeah. I mean, you already swore on stream, exactly. WoW gamer rage after hours. I honestly don't understand people who rage at World of Warcraft, but that's me. I never really understood raging at video games. What does mainlining mean exactly? Consuming lots of? I believe that's what that means. What the streamer acts like a real person of stream outrageous? Not what that means. Wait, is that not what that means? Wait, what does it mean, Jane? I honestly don't know. When I search mainlining, I get unsay-so things. What? Is it not say-so? Okay. Well, I'm on say so apparently. So there. Life imitates art. Or art imitates life. Okay. Relates to the main artery one would target. The term is... Sorry, I had an intrusive thought. My intrusive thought won. I'm so sorry, Matt. I'm so sorry, Mr. Matt. Relates to the main artery one would target. Main lines are heavily used tracks on the railroad. Okay. And now we'll see that thing forever. Yes, that is correct. You shall see that. Wait, did you just burn your cutting mat on purpose? Yes. It's okay, it gives it flavor. It gives it flavor. This poor mat has been through so much. We'll probably get a new one eventually, but this guy has unfortunately been through a lot. Okay. Should be good. Okay. Oh, and hydration check. Thank you. I will make sure to hydrate. Probably the last of my tea. Again, I am having Earl Grey tea. It is delicioso. Very good. Thank you, Sideri, for getting me rehooked back on tea. Delicioso, yes. Do you have an ESD set up where you can ground yourself? No, dude, I touched the unpainted side of the case and hope for the best. The term, but I don't think it's unnecessary. I know I made the joke that I was mainlining caffeine. Flavor implies tasting, which have you actually looked them at? Anything you would care to admit? I don't think it has a taste. I've licked similar things, so I'm sure it's fine. Okay. Again, that's looking good. So now when we power it, should be okay. Posture check is good. Thank you for the check. Next is the grounds for these. Okay. How do I want to approach this? Sorry, I'm trying to think on how to... Hold on, we're thinking. Let's think. Okay, so there's an issue. Let me explain the issue. This will handle the voltage perfectly fine. I'm slightly worried about the ground. I need to share a common ground with at least the boards. Oh yeah, I just caused the supply. Hold on. I should have already addressed this. If I didn't, I can address this in like 5 minutes. Okay, we're good. Doppelganger. Dude, doppelganger sounds like a curse word. Have you guys ever noticed that? Doppelganger? I feel like that's a curse word. Maybe that's a curse word in an alternate reality. Please tell me you at least have a fan and a filter for the soldering smoke. We do. It's not? I know it's not like a curse word, but like in a different reality, it is a curse word. In a different reality, I am a very sane person. In a different reality, I am a very sane person. Yeah, no, that's not gonna work. Okay, that's not gonna work. Ori, in no reality, is that true? What do you mean, in no reality is that true? I am a sane person in this reality, I'll have you know. Also, so the issue with the ground being attached to our common ground plane, I'm a little worried about the signal interpolation. So I'm going to bet the following. I'm going to make a bet on the following. That this ground and this VCC are the only things that need to be linked together, and that a floating ground will not have an issue on our signals. Or shouldn't. That's my guess. I would guess these guys are separated. Hopefully. If I were designing the circuit, that's what I would do. Okay. So that means I do need... Okay, more soldering. That's fine. We love soldering. We love soldering. Soldering loves us. There are a few things that people love more than soldering, right? Right, guys? I do not want to put those on the same board just in case I mess up, so we are just going to put on something. Okay. Okie dokie artichokes. Let's see. What else is there to talk about right now? Perfect joints? Wait, do we have bad joints somewhere? Apologies if we do. Let's see. What else is there to talk about? Pikmin and your cultures. Dude, I love Pikmin. Or, well, hey, Sidereal is awesome. She'll never know that I said that. You could also just open the Cyber Driver and check if the circuit matches your expectations. One second. One second. One second. One second. You could just open it. I don't think it's easily openable. Shumi Amimi? Shumi Mamimi? Never know you said what. Have you done anything cool lately? Again, I haven't really done anything super cool lately besides the projects, which I find super cool. It's literally just 2 screws, I think. You right? Alright, give me a second. I would prefer not to use one that we are currently actively using, though. So, never mind. Which is weird, I know I have spares. Huh, okay. And while you're at it, change the thermal paste on the transistors. The thermal paste on the transistors? What do you mean by that? I'm not sure if I could do that, given the size of most of the transistors in the system, liquid metal. Now I'm actually confused. I so want Shumimi, Amimi, and Sai Rodere to collab. Shuriana, Omimi. What? What? I've collabed with Sidereal before. She is great. And I want to collab with, like, more people in the future. I'm just nervous about that stuff. So here's the actionable plan, okay? Okay, Arcoon? Here's the actionable plan. I'm going to slowly, over the course of a year, we're going to slowly raid into the people and send them memes every day. And then maybe a year later, they'll talk to us. That's the master plan. Anyways. Just need to get the ground. Looking forward to the collabs. Or you could just drop DMs. Dude, Topo, I feel like... I don't know. I feel nervous to do that type of stuff. Related to a recent Sidereal stream. You could just ask them. How does... Okay, I theoretically know how to ask people, right? Like, for instance, I know I can ask, like, Maple, for instance. Why not send memes about collab? That's a good idea. Ooh. That's a good idea. That's a good idea, dude. But yes. But then I would have to make memes. That's okay, I can make memes, though. Pavlov's memes. Ah, no, dude! That didn't just happen. There's no way that just happened. Oh, okay, we're good, we're good, we're good. Okay. Sorry, I stabbed myself again with plastic and metal. Whoopsies. I think Ori is saying we should help her by Ori wants to collab but is too nervous. Please ask her. Um, I feel like how the heck are more than half the VTubers introverted to extremes? One would think the environment would empower you. It makes you VTube. Okay, since I've started streaming, I've gotten significantly better at talking with people. Um, but damn, I don't know, man. Also, this needs to be way longer. Why did I cut this so short? This needs to be at least like 12 inches. Of course, we cut the wire wrong. That's okay. You're literally talking to 54 people right now? I am? Wait, am I? No, I'm not. I'm not talking to 54 people right now. There's no way. I don't really look at the number. That scares me too much. We're just vibing. We're just talking, dude. We're just having a grand old time right now. What terrible things can... Oh, also, hello, Wolf. Hello, Wolf. Wolf, you haven't talked much. Have you been okay? 5 to 4 people? Exactly. See, you know the rules. At least 5 people, possibility of more. Yeah, that's true. Oh, dude, we should make Cloudy with a chance of meatballs. I kind of want to make that real. Active chatters count as hard to tell with that ad blocker thing, so you're... Dude, I feel like we have a large number of active chatters. Like, I'm so happy how much you all talk. Makes it very nice. 07, she doesn't... Well, no, it's just because whenever you guys send that, like, copy pasta of, this entire time, I'm just one person, here's the copy pasta that says I'm just one person, I now shall copy paste that with the same, or, like, the account. Yeah. Also, growing too quickly and getting too many people on a radar collab with this bigger streamer is not necessarily nice for a streamer. Maybe. I'd just like to interject for a moment. What you're referring to is Linux, which is in fact GNU Linux, or as I've recently called it, GNU plus Linux. Linux is not an operating system unto itself, but rather another free component of a fully operating GNU system, made useful by GNU... What? What? Also, Ghoul, you haven't talked in 2 hours, and then you send a copy pasta, dude. And then you send a copy pasta. Sorry. Shell utilities and vital system components. Hi, Ori, it's me, your only viewer. For months I've created the illusion that you are streaming to a larger audience, but here's the truth. All the people in the chat are me. And now, for you to be convinced upon this, I will now send this message from all my accounts. Thanks, guys. See, that's why we actually only have 4 to 5. Monka. It's okay. It's okay. I appreciate you, filling my delusions. But for Tovocat, chat suddenly became so busy. Yeah, it did justice. We just got slightly, busier. But yeah, you guys are all the same account. I know better. Time to make a 3 a.m. pizza. Oh my gosh, I could go for a 3 a.m. pizza so badly right now. 20 gauge wire should be sufficient in this scenario. Okay. We just really like GNU and need them to spread the message. That's fair. Who doesn't like GNU? Hi, Ori. Linux is not an operating system, but a kernel. I'm your only viewer to make sure you remember that. Okay. Okay, Linux users. Also, hold on. Linux users, what OS are you guys on? Dude, this is when Jane comes in from the top ropes. I'm just seeing Jane just like entering from the top ropes and being like, oh, everything's terrible. Use Arch, Fedora when I use it, Ubuntu, Docker, Nobura, Linux Mint. I use RHEL if I'm using Linux. Okay, anyways, let's get this guy soldered. Let's not say Stallman some weird things, but I'm not necessarily a GNU fan. That's okay. Oh, you mean that window? That's unfortunate. I guess that's fine for you. Bro, you literally pay for Unix. Okay. Wait, have people actually said that? Surely people haven't actually said that, like, meaningfully, right? I just got a new framework, 16, and I'm not going to use Arch on it. Oh, are the frameworks those customizable laptops with interchangeable parts? If they are, those are super cool. Okay. I have a framework 13, yes, I love them. Dude, I'm tempted to get myself a new laptop because I don't have a laptop. It's also so I could play, like, multiple different games at the same time. As I've said before, I'm very into efficiency. I'm, like, super into efficiency. So I think it would be pretty interesting to have that. I mean, you'd bought WoW? Again, I've gone over this. I've played multiple WoW accounts on a single computer before by just, like, swapping very quickly. What the? Oh, it's burning it, that's why. Okay, this is... No way, Ori actually multi-boxed? Yeah, I actually multi-boxed. Again, yeah, I've said this before, like, I was above average in PvP piloting every account on my own. Also, back in, like, not back in, but a while ago, I also used to sell carries in PvP as well. Yeah, I'm no longer cracked. I'm no longer cracked at the game, Talirine. You're like the one person encouraging it. I never played WoW. That's probably for the best. But actually, the reason why I would get a laptop is so I could multi-box in EverQuest. Though I'm not sure if anyone here played EverQuest. I'm not sure if I'm considered, like, a god-tier WoW gamer. Nope, I don't remember playing EverQuest. Okay, so some of you did play EverQuest then. Okay, so I'm not, like, super alone here. Did you know Jane won against the... I do not know who that is, unfortunately. Anyone played... Tobocato... What server did you play on? What server did you play on? I played on a server called Lake Superior. I'm not sure where you played. But I played on Lake Superior was the name. And also, for a lack of a better word, my dad was kind of irresponsible with me and online gaming. So he let like little me play it, and this was way past the glory days of that game as well. That was like past the point where they went like 3D with the game. And if you didn't know, they made that game 3D, which was Monka. But let's get this guy attached, and then we are good to go. Oh, I played a bit of Guild Wars, not too much though. Also, I'm gonna have to connect these, but right now I just want them attached. Okay. Alrighty, looking good in the neighborhood. And then what I essentially want to do, at least to test, is once we get this guy attached fully, what we are going to do is power on our supply and make sure everything at least powers on. I'm currently grinding away. Oh, okay. Oh, that's the RuneScape one. Okay. Oh, fell out of the hole. It's the not RuneScape. I signed an NDA MMO. Yeah, I've seen a few content creators make stuff about that game. And right now I'm just over soldering it to ground them. So apologies for the crimes against humanity you're about to see. Ahaha, I'm so quirky. There we go. Okay. I'm imagining the ground's not going to be as sensitive to issues. Just add some flux. Nah. We don't do that here. Alright. Let's go ahead and get this guy connected and see what happens. Okay, we can turn off our soldering. Oh my gosh, please. Yes! This is a good omen. It's a good omen. I'm going to double check what my voltage is currently on our supply. It is currently set to 5 volts. I'm going to set it to, probably set it to 9 volts or 12 volts. We'll go with 12 volts. I think 12 volts is a good place to put it. So give me just a moment. Okie dokie artichokes. Great, so it's at the right voltage now. Let's just go ahead and move this guy over. Beans? I haven't gotten around to it. That's okay. I'm losing my mind. I thought those were 24 drivers. So they are compatible to 42 volts, I believe. Hold on. You can tell. There you go. So 9 volts to 42 volts right there. That's what it can take. Remember, guys, that's the answer to everything, which is just an asterisk, which is nothing special. Okay, so the only thing I really want to do is check that everything powers on. Aw, dude, what if it doesn't? Then it doesn't. And then we move forward with our lives. It's a pretty good idea. Thank you so much for following, Jake. Wait! Jake, hello! I know you! Congrats on being the 700th, by the way. Hello, Jake. Joel. Yes. Oh my gosh, it's Jake. It's the Jake. Yeah, Jake creates stuff, also creates stuff. You should give them a look. They're pretty gangster. But yes, the Joel is... Wow, all my friends are here? Yeah. Dude, I'm surprised that we didn't find each other quicker, by the way. Unironically. Because we do very similar stuff. Ba-ba-ba. Okay. One sec. We're just going to switch before I forget about it. Okay. Apologies for the delays, guys. I'm anticipating us to take about 10 more minutes getting this stuff hooked up to at least test it. Probably not. Same LOL, you just happened to pop up for me in the recommended. Oh, it wasn't by Jane, huh? Wait, Jane, you didn't come off the top ropes with what Linux distro you used. What are we working on? I'm glad you asked. So what we are currently working on, we may not have like the technical skill that you do, but we are working on a chat-controlled slots game. So we have like slots here on the steppers. I did use Mint. Did someone just ask me that? Okay. I see. Yeah. And then we are essentially going to have 3 different ones. You're going to be able to redeem them for rewards. So, yeah, that's the plan. We shall see. We shall see how it works. I'm anticipating that things will go fairly well with this. As long as we can get past this particular hurdle, which is just the power distribution situation, I don't think anything else is going to go terribly wrong. Oh. There was a discussion where people are sharing what Linux distro and... Yes. I wasn't expecting you to. I was just like... From the top ropes. I thought you were just like gonna come in like, oh yes, these are all bad. Oh, my plane's boarding. Later, guys, definitely be back. Okay. Goodbye forever. Chat, I will gif. Wait. Wait, I have an idea. I have a great idea. 1 second. Guess I'm not real. Real Linux users are going distroless. If you say so. Something horrific happened after stream. Nothing horrific's gonna happen. Okay. Who said LFS? Okay. Do you ever use math in your day-to-day job? I do. Wait. I use math extremely regularly. If we're talking about math that's at least at a college level, or on a college level, I would say I've used math along those lines dozens of times for projects. Like, it is actually practical if you get something that you are doing. If you're doing something that is typically used. Or, like, math heavy. So, like, if you do anything with, like, engineering, you're gonna end up doing math. What kind of work do you do at your job? I don't know. I just type on a keyboard, and I hope that things work. I just type on a keyboard all day, and I'm like, man, I sure hope this really works. And then I press the compile button. I hope that it works. It usually doesn't. It, like, spits red text at me. And the floor spits, like, stuff at me as well. But that's okay. We take it in stride, and we just recompile and go again. Yes. Okay. The floor spits shoes at her. No, it doesn't spit shoes at me. It spits other things. That sounds worse. Where's my ground? Hold on. We're looking for my grounder. Dang it, Jake came in and I got all distracted. I got all distracted and stuff. Oh, there we are. What kind of shoes do you wear, Ori? Tennis shoes, typically? I don't know. Tennis shoes, boots, that type of stuff? Flats? I do math and live in front of people. Floor eating the boots. Oh. Dude, why do you guys just have this stuff on tap? Why do you guys have, like, the floor... When my code is in constant trouble and my friends come to me speaking words of write it in C. Exactly. I was gonna say Crocs. I do not wear Crocs. A solid 30% of our entertainment is your... Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm glad that a solid amount of it is you cringing. I've been clipping everything for the past 3 months and dumped it all into... the boots. Alright, we're almost ready. I just want to see these guys light up, then we'll be good. As long as these guys light up, it's not gonna... They shouldn't move any, but should get the other stuff working. Okie dokie. Please? Hello? My goodness, bro, cable management. Do you not like the cables? Are you saying you don't like my cable management? Are you saying you don't like this cable management? Are you saying you don't like it? I'm not sure if I've done worse. I've done worse, but anyways, just turn this guy on, we should be good. I had a nightmare about this last night. Hi. Oh, hey, Zeotech. Welcome in. Hopefully you're doing all right. You had a nightmare. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Don't worry. It could always get worse. That's what they teach me. But if you're here, that means that a certain person might be done streaming. Okie dokie. Okay, we got this. Okay, so, no, I'm just scribbling overnight. Okay. Okay, so, the thing that we should see is that all these guys should light up. When we turn, these guys should light up blue. If they light up blue, we're good. If they don't, we'll cry. Uh-oh. Okay, so, 2 of them lit up, no problem. This one didn't. Let's go ahead and look into why that one's not working. Yikers, bro. That's what's known as a big yikes in the business. Oh, that's not on. One sec. This needs to be toggled here and here. Let's give that one more try. There we go. Alright, so all of them... Okay, it's hard to see, but I promise this one's powered on. It was. It was until literally just a second ago, I promise. I'm not capping. There we go. So, see, we are good. Thank you for throwing... thank you, Justice. I appreciate it. But yeah, so we are looking good on our wiring, so we are good to proceed. However, this is where we are going to stop for the moment. We will likely be finishing this on Friday. I anticipate finishing this on Friday. We just have to write the code test. Thank you for throwing a penny at my face. It's so much appreciated, Ty. You are the light of my life. Thank you, Jane, for throwing a penny at my face. I appreciate it. You are the second light in my life. If there was like a 2 lighthouse situation, you're the second. Thank you, Gideon Ear, for throwing another penny at my face. Okay, we could. Ha ha ha. Anyways, so what we are going to do is, who would you guys like to raid today? Who, if anyone, would you guys like to raid? Who we thinking? Who we thinking? Who's live? First of all, who's alive that we know? Crelly? Bro, Crelly won't. But that's more my vibe than yours. I bet, yeah. Oh, we could raid Bo by our pennies combined. I vote Tiamato. Okay, if multiple people are voting Tiamato, we'll go with Tiamato. Okay. Tiamato. Okay. Raid message. We need to figure out a raid message real quick. Oh, she's doing the sketchathon. I remember this person. Pennies by our powers combined. Okay, thank you for throwing pennies at my face. We'll go with that. Thank you guys so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. I hope you guys are able to have a very good afternoon, evening, or night, wherever you are. I will be continuing streaming on Friday. I hope that you guys can be here. If not, that is perfectly okay too. And, yar. I will, see you guys on the flippity flippers. Nodders. Then I stopped streaming.